the fact that I am younger, I certainly was influenced by my father slightly less, but that's not his fault at all. I mean, just in the way that when I moved to England and we were separated from him by a distance, Andrew was almost 10 at this point. I was still 8. So I got 2 years less, I guess, as of him being there full time. But he was always an echo of authority in my house. I think that he did such a good job when we were very young, even living in England, even before the internet, even when we used to have to walk down in the rain to a payphone box and into the numbers from one of those phone cards to call the United States and actually get in touch with him. If my mother ever said, I'm going to tell your dad about this, I was like, I had second thoughts always. So I feel like he was a very good example of what a man should be. And although he wasn't always around every single day, like a lot of dads are, I always admired him. I always respected him. I always feared him, which I think is very healthy for, a young man to fear his father in a way, not in the way that, he's aggressive or abusive or unpredictable, just as a sign of authority. There's a line you can't cross in this world. And, your father's the first line of defense, because if you cross too many lines, the police are the next line of defense. Prison is the next line of defense in terms of protecting society from you. So if you start getting out of hand in a way that's, not quite criminal, but things you shouldn't be doing, your father's the first authority figure to step in and say, you know what, boy, I'll kick your ass. And he would have done it, and he beat me up a few times, Never left any marks, never broke any bones. But I was saying this on X recently about how hitting your kids is fine. And someone, no, did your father ever hit you? I said, yeah. They said, why? I said, I stole his fireworks and set fire to myself by accident. I had this burn scar down here for like 3 years, and the side of my hair was still missing here up until a few years ago. I had to have it grafted on. And I'm like, Jackson. And I was like, I totally deserved the ass whooping I got. Like, who did I think I was at 7 years old to nick the man's fireworks and start setting them off in a shopping cart with me and my friends? I totally deserved the ass kicking, and I didn't do it again.